Hace tiempo que he esperado este momento de tenerte así, juntito a mí y decirte lo que siento. Hace tiempo que no como y que no duermo. Hace tiempo que he esperado este momento de tenerte así, juntito a mí y decirte lo que siento. Hace tiempo que no como y que no duermo, porque tu mirada se quedó clavada en mi mente desde el primer día.
Saludos, everybody. Welcome to Serious Tejano on this beautiful Wednesday. Um, you know what? It's been great weather out here. I'm so glad with the weather we've had and everything like that. So, thank you guys for tuning in this Wednesday. To everybody that's reached out to us, can't wait to see us this weekend. Saludos. Cannot wait to see you guys this weekend. But we have a great person here. If you guys don't know him, go look for him on YouTube. Go look for him on Spotify. I mean, he has some great music out there. If you don't know who I'm talking about, his name is Melo Hernandez. Um, he is you know, like he's known in the industry. He's done stuff with his own self, and he's played with Gabriela Martinez, Miguel Hernandez, I mean, Roel. If you don't know them, you gotta look them up, guys, because he is a talented guy, has a great mentor of his father as well, being a lead singer for Tracion. If y'all don't know La Tracion, look it up. They also have some great music out there. So I'm not gonna let Mr. Melo wait any longer. Saludos, Mr. Melo Hernandez. Thank you for being here in Serious Tejano.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Yes, man. Like I said off air, I didn't know I didn't know how to put the puzzle together until I found out who it was, and I was
Yeah.
like, man, I've heard great things about you, and I've seen a lot of stuff that you've done, and having this relationship that you have with a lot of the musicians. I mean, a lot of the musicians are like all good with each other because they help out each other, right? But
Yeah,
you having
absolutely.
that connection as well, and doing things with I think it's Grupo Alviso or Latin Breed. I'm sorry,
Latin
Latin
breed,
Breed.
yes.
So yes, I
That's
was
competition
confused
right
those
there.
bands because they have
That's
trumpets
okay.
and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
So yes, great music. You know what? I really like your music. I guess
Thank you.
due to the fact that who you kind of play music with, you don't just play drums, you play keyboards. I'm pretty sure you're very, musically talented.
Oh,
So you
thank you.
probably can play a lot of different instruments. So I'm gonna let you talk a little bit of your history, how you kind of got yourself in wanting to kind of start your own solo career.
Yeah, so when it came down to starting off doing this whole solo thing, this whole idea really came from my producer, Mr. Miguel Hernandez, and another friend of ours, Mr. Aaron Holler. They both messaged me one morning, and um, they were just asking me like, "Hey, so what's stopping you from doing your own thing?" I was like, "Well, I don't know where to start, wasn't sure where to how to get anything done. Like I was so new to the scene in general, and but their thing was that their production team was really kicking off Raw Elements, and they were just knocking out song after song after song, and they're like, well, you know what? Let's give our buddy a chance. He could sing real well, and let's let's see what we can do with him. Let's give him a chance. Let's give him a try.
Yes, I mean, like the first song you have out there, if for our fans, "Se cambiaron los papeles." That song to what you have now, I love the rhythm that you have, your
Thank you.
style. It's really, really good. And you know, my I'm a big fan of AJ Castillo
Yeah,
and Miguel. And Miguel has the same style as AJ, right?
right.
And
Similar.
what you have, you kind of have that type of taste as well, like Jay Sterling. And man, it's so good. It's like what I think it hits a little bit of the youth as well because
Yeah,
they like that type of style and
absolutely.
cumbia type. So I think what you're doing and the focus that you're putting your the musical, especially because of you, right? Because of what you play, who you play with, you kind of take all in and try to put it into your music. It really really helps. And in your voice, you
Oh,
have a great
thank you
voice.
so much. I appreciate
I don't
that.
know if you get that a lot, but man, you really do. You really do.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, so talk about your first single EP that you put out.
So the first single that I ever put out was actually a cover of my father's song, like you mentioned, La Traición. Si me
Mhm.
faltas tú. Growing up, he was one of my favorite singers. Like when it came to Tejano music, I loved David Lee with Mark Ledesma specifically.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was that was my introduction to Tejano. My uncle would show me his music. Um, Roel, of course, with Rodeo, Texas Latino, but
Yes.
Traición. Well, uh, my mom and some of my uncles too. They would record my father's music on like they would burn his music onto a CD, and I would have my little CD player, and I would just jam to my dad's music all the time. I was like, oh, I love it. His style was so he was ahead of his time. I feel for his style, that his cumbias and his the way he did his ranchera. So I was always a fan of his music. And when it came down to figuring out what songs I was gonna record, the first thing that popped in my head was, you know what, I really love this song by my father. Let me see if I can do it my own way. So I
Mm-hmm.
presented it to my producer, Miguel, and he did his magic, put his touch on it, and it did really well for me when I first released it last May in 2024.
Yes, yes. I think you did two songs in 2024, right?
Yes, yes. The first one was Si Me Faltas Tú, and then later in November, just the day before Thanksgiving, I released Se Cambiaron los Papeles, which was
Okay.
a my first original. Um, it was a song written by a buddy of ours, Hector, out in
Mhm.
the Chicago area. And
Okay.
I actually, back in 2018, back up north in Ohio, that's where I'm from.
Yes.
I was with this band called Motivo, and we were doing some rough drafts for the album that we were gonna record, and that was one of the songs, Se cambiaron los papeles, but it was just um, my vocal and a guitar. So there was no real blueprint for the song. But time goes by, a couple years go by, and I hit up Rolando, the the owner of the band, the creator of the band. I was like, "Hey, you gonna do anything with that song?" I asked him for two songs. He said one
Mm-hmm.
song, which was a cumbia. It was pretty much almost done. He said, "No, no, we're gonna go ahead and keep that one, but the other one you're asking for, se cambiaron. We're not gonna use it." I was like, "Is it cool if I record it? I would love. I fell in love with the song, and I have some ideas for it." So he just said, "Yeah, that's fine. Reach out to the writer, and if he allows you to do it, then cool." I was like, "Perfect." Hit him up.
Wow.
He responded to me like within like 5 minutes and gave me his blessing. Him and his writing partner. I have a hard time pronouncing her name. It's Mayte, Maite, I believe, or
Okay.
I think believe so. Unfortunately, she passed during COVID. So
Wow.
yeah, it's very sad, and
Yes.
it was unfortunate that she wasn't able to hear the song when to its in its final form. So when I was able to when we released the song, I dedicated to her, and it did pretty good, but it was a style that was out of like completely different from the first song. The first song was progressive keyboard
Yes.
Tejano song, and this one was a norteño light because I'm still trying to figure out my sound, who I am as an artist, and just testing the waters with my music and my sound.
yeah, I mean, you're like I told you, you're doing a great job, and your vocals itself. I mean, you could transition it to both, to be honest, because it. I mean, what you recorded the first time to what you have now, the rhythm. I mean, your vocals sit very well with it,
Thank you.
the tempo and all that stuff. I mean, you have a great team behind you. I
Yeah,
mean,
absolutely.
you can't go wrong with Miguel. I mean, I go way back with Miguel when he was with Ricardo Castillon at the
Oh
time.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
He's a great talented guy. Just I just love seeing the son dad duo as well with them.
Yeah,
So
that's awesome.
that's so yeah,
Seeing,
because they bring you memories to yourself, knowing that you had that bond with your dad.
yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm able to really how I can't think of the word, but I'm able to relate to what their relationship is.
Hmm.
Because that's like when I was on stage with my father, he'd be up front.
Hmm.
I played drums for him. The first half of the time that I played with him, I was on drums. The second half, I was on keys. But he told me a few times too that he's all like, the best part of performing together as a band was turning around and seeing me driving the band. And it's me right there with him. I was like, oh, that's a I never thought of that. Like, it's a pretty cool feeling. So being able to see, especially with Miguel and his son, Little Migs, that
Yeah,
their bass and drum duo, the f- that's pretty awesome. And another father son duo that's doing that too is Eddie Perez and Little
that's
Eddie. Yeah,
yeah, that is true.
and Little Eddie was a part of my latest song, and Mi Pancita. He played drums on there.
Wow, that's it's so crazy to see a lot of these new bands or bands that are out there and having their kids,
Yeah,
playing. I mean, I'm seeing it a lot more, like you mentioned, like
yeah,
Hetty, Miguel, yourself. I mean, Gates had his daughter performing with him for a long time,
right,
Lily Bea, right? And
yeah,
then I think even the new band right now is Cielo Azul. They have their little daughter that's probably like what, maybe 10, 12 years old,
yeah.
performing with them as well. I mean,
Conjunto Cats, they're
yeah,
killing it.
I think they're all
That's a whole
related.
family band. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's cool.
So I mean, our tradition is there because Tropa F did it. They
Yeah,
had the brothers and all that stuff, and there's a lot of bands that have a It's family orientated, right?
yeah,
So seeing a lot of these bands doing that, and what you said, music was brought to you because your father was a musician. I
yeah.
think you started doing this what at 12 years old.
Yeah, so I started when I was 12. Me and some cousins, we had a family band, and we had it wasn't Tejano, that's for sure. It was something completely different. I didn't do Tejano until I was midway through high school, but my first introduction to playing live music
Mhm.
was cumbia sonidero and duranguense
Wow.
music. Yeah, so completely different.
Hey, well, if you really think about it, I think one of your songs has that type of beat. It has that little rhythm in it, a little bit of a
Yeah,
touch of something of it. So you never know. That might be something you're leading up to, right? Like you don't want to give any
maybe.
secrets to your new single or your new song coming out. But I mean, if you did that already and bringing it back and be like, this is where I first started, and I'm bringing it back and try to use it into Tejano style. I mean, you know, I believe you can do that. So
Thank you.
yes, I can't wait to hear that. And it's good to have that type of a background,
Mhm.
because a lot, like you said, at that age, I don't think a lot of people would listen to like the Tejano, and like it had to be something very catchy or very cumbia, because
Yeah,
that I see a lot of the younger generations. I mean, they like the banda and the corridos and stuff like that, but there
yeah.
is Tejano music that they like, and it's all that offbeat, like club beat, basically. So,
Hmm.
and it's usually cumbia. It's really usually cumbia, and to have that duranguense type of cumbia, like all that what you said that you started with, it. Not a lot of people see that. They feel like, oh well, that's not Tejano, right? You hear that all the time,
Yeah,
but you know what? There is something in there that you can use to make it Tejano. A lot of the artists are doing it. I see
yeah.
a lot of artists doing country, mixed with an accordion, bajos, all that stuff.
That's huge right now. The country
Yes,
with the norteño, that the
yes,
or the norteño light, that's huge right now. So many artists are doing that,
yeah, and
and
it
if it
works.
works, hey, yeah.
It works. It totally works. So, I mean, like I said, I see you such a talented person out there. So you having that influence besides your father, is there anybody else you looked up to besides, growing up with that and being a musician with your dad?
Yeah, of course. My uncle Chuck was a huge part of it. My my mother Lisa, her brother,
Okay.
he was a giant part of who I looked up to and who I aspired to be as especially with keyboards. Like
Hmm.
watching him growing up playing in his band, they were Grupo Deseo, and I ended up playing with them because of him. He gave me the opportunity to once he stepped down because of like some work and stuff. He got real busy at work. They needed a keyboard player, and he said, "Well, how about you give my nephew a chance?" And they were all for it. They knew me since I was a kid, going to their shows with him and hanging out and watching their shows, and they were that was the band for me. Like when I would go watch my uncle and Grupo de Seo, it was like watching David Lee. It was like watching um any like Texas Latino, especially they would play some of their tunes. Like I said, that's one of his favorite bands. Ray Reyna, like all those big giant monsters in Tejano.
Yes.
That's who I saw in Grupo de Seo.
Yes, yes. And you, like I'm gonna go back to your music. Everything you've been through, and everybody has that has inspired you. Everybody that's been in your career basically, and what your journey that you're doing right now.
Yeah,
You really putting it into the music. Besides, like I said, the people that you're recording with, the people that have helping you, your producers and stuff, it has a good play in it. But having, man, like I said, for people that are on right now, if you guys don't know who Melo Hernandez is, go check him out. He
please,
really is
please,
a really talented guy. I
thank you.
mean, I think I've seen you. I don't think you just help those type of people. If anybody needs help, I know you've helped out other people besides the names that I mentioned.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
yeah, I mean, I love that. I love that musicians are able to do that. I know there's some bands that like, oh, pues, we're priority, but when a friend calls out, hey, God, this is last minute, I need you. I know a lot of people jump on it and they're willing to help any friends and stuff like that. And I think you're one of them, if I'm not mistaken, that you will help them out if you're not gigging at the time.
Oh
You
yeah,
don't have anything lined up. I see you helping out as well and stuff like that. And I love that. If you don't do that, or you could tell the love that you have for music. I
yeah.
mean, uh, besides you doing the type of music you're doing right now, do you see yourself doing anything else besides Tejano?
Absolutely. Like I said, like I've grown up playing and listening and loving all different types of music. So
Mhm.
if there's ever a chance that I can do uh, a bachata song, hell, even salsa or banda song or something in English, pop music, country, I would love to be a part of any of it. Music in general is just everything in my life. It doesn't matter the style. I've even growing up, I wouldn't just listen to Tejano or Duranguense or any of that. I would listen to also like punk rock. I would listen to some ska music, like especially growing up around like the my junior high days.
Hmm.
My favorite bands were like, and before junior high too, like Good Charlotte, Linkin Park,
Oh,
Simple Plan, just a bunch of punk rockers like that. That was my style when I was a kid. That was I loved that music. But
awesome.
I listen to everything. I don't have just one preference that I like I solely just listen to. I listen to all of it. If you look at my phone and just hit shuffle, it'll go from a George Strait song to Dream Theater to um anybody to Mark Anthony to David Lee, just a bunch of random stuff.
Wow, wow, what a great Right now, you named a lot of good playlists right there. So good music. Right now, I want to take the time to say hello to everybody that's on. Saludos. I see the messages coming in, guys. We're not ignoring you guys. I see it. Salud. I want to say saludos to Angelo Alvarez. Saludos.
Yes, that's my cousin, my primo up in Toledo, Ohio. What's up, cuz?
Nice, nice. LJ Medina. Saludos. Thank you,
How
thank
you
you.
doing? How you doing?
Miss Rosie Ellison. Salud, Miss Rosie. Thank you so much for this.
I think I
CG
saw,
Ramirez.
yeah, yeah. I was just about to say I saw my buddy CJ come on here. He's got a really nice new single that just came out about a month ago. He's killing it right now.
Yes, yes.
He's doing fantastic.
CJ was with us on an interview, I think last weekend or this past
Yeah,
week
yeah,
with Let's Talk Tejano. Great, great interview they had and stuff like that. Can't wait to have CJ as well in our show. So thank you for it's good to see artists helping each other out instead of
yeah.
nah, whatever, right? Because you see that a lot, right?
Oh yeah,
So it's good to like you're not new to the scene. You've been a musician, so
yeah,
this is I mean you're just new because you're a solo artist now, but
yeah. I'm
other
new
than
to the
that, you're
people.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I love that people are listening to you and stuff like that. So, to everybody that's listening on, guys, we are on everywhere right now. You can listen to our interview anywhere. We are actually on TikTok tonight. We haven't
Oh
been
wow,
able to
right on.
do it, so we're finally on
Nice, nice.
TikTok. We're on YouTube and we are on Facebook Live. So, this is a first for me to be on TikTok. Besides the first interview we were able to do with Laios was just strictly TikTok, but tonight we have all three streamings tonight. So,
No excuse.
hello.
No
We're
excuse. You should
breaking
be
you
able to
in,
see
hello. We're breaking you in.
it. Right on. There's no excuse. You should be able to see this interview. What's
Yes,
going on, Rick? What's up, Rick
yes.
Balderrama? What's up, brother?
Yes, Rick, Mr. Rick, saludos, another artist. We have several artists that have logged in. Saludos, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. You guys could be doing something else, but you're here with us tonight. And,
That's right.
I want to congratulate a lot of the artists right now. There's a lot of award shows coming up.
Hmm.
I see you, Melo, coming up on one of those, I'm pretty sure. So, I mean, even for the new artists, so hopefully you get nominated one of these days for the new artists and stuff like that. Congratulations to all everybody that got nominated because there's an award show this weekend in San Antonio called the Pura Vida Awards.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll be out there because myself and my other co-host got nominated and our DJ got nominated. So
Congratulations. Right on.
yes,
Good for
yes,
you guys.
thank you
Right
so
on.
much. So anybody that's in San Antonio, make your way. There's gonna be a lot of artists in town. I know the Guadalupe Awards just started to be promoted about nominations and stuff like that.
Yeah, I
So
saw
that's
that.
coming around. The Tejano Music Awards is about to come around.
Yep.
The Premios Mundial is about to come around. So,
Yeah.
you
Exciting
know,
stuff. Yeah, it's an
there's a
exciting time.
lot of stuff coming up for promoters that are out there, which I know your father's a promoter because he's done stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
To all the promoters that are out there that have festivals coming up, church festivals, just quinceañeras, weddings, whatever. Melo, are you open to all that?
Oh, absolutely. Wherever, whenever. Hit me up. I would love to do your any show anywhere. And just let me know ahead of time. I'll get my band together, get the guys going, get some practice, and then we'll definitely be ready.
Yes, also, it's good to hear that you said that you have a band because a lot of people say, "Oh, well, I have like two musicians, but everything else is played off of." And I have nothing against the people that have the music right and just play off of that, but
Oh,
to
like
have
the
like
tracks, yeah.
the tracks and all
It's
stuff like
hard
that.
though. It's I understand why tracks are being used for
Mm-hmm.
some bands because
Yes,
again, it's hard to find the musicians because like there's
yes,
especially when it comes to keyboard players, it's hard to lock down just one keyboard player because
yes.
there's so few of them, so few of
Mm-hmm.
us, and there's so many other options that like with me, I keep it very minimal to who I help with on keyboards.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll help out, of course, Miguel number one, Roel. I'm actually gonna sit in with Roel with his the Shoot It Emilio tribute band
Oh, nice.
that he just became a part of in December. So I'm already started working on those tunes, but yeah, it's very difficult to keep someone. Especially when it comes to keyboards, like I have a few friends that I know that will be 100% down to help me as long as they're available and I get them. If
Yes,
I get first dibs on them, I gotta hurry like as soon as possible.
yes.
But But no, it's tough out there for a lot of bands, especially if you're not as busy as some of these other bands. It's
Mhm.
definitely hard to keep, especially keyboard players.
Yes, definitely. Even I think even I've seen some where they have trouble with drummers, and it's
Yeah,
I think those are the most basically two you know instruments that I see a lot of people having trouble with, because of course the keyboards you can do a lot with the keyboards if you have a great keyboard player. They can play the bass, they can play the guitar. There's the sounds for that. So if you have that, I mean, you could basically reel in whatever, even the accordion, right? Because I see a lot of the bands that do that. And but the drummer, well, of course, the drummer. I mean, he's the one that keeps the tempo. To me, is the drummer, right? He keeps the tempo. So if you don't have that, it'd be hard. So I love that you said that you have a band. To the promoters out there, you guys want Melo, you want to hear, like I said, if you guys have not listened to him, go listen to his music, download his music, Spotify, whatever it is, CD Baby, whatever you listen to or you download stuff from, go download it. Without the fans and the people to download music or do this stuff, is it won't be possible for these artists to be putting out music like that. So without the artists, we can't play music. Without us
yeah,
and the fans, we can't be here. So it
absolutely.
all works some way somehow. So yes, and you know, it's crazy how you say, Melo, that you lived in Ohio.
Yeah,
Where did the Tejano music come up? Like I mean, I have my cousins out there too, but when they come down here, like, what's that? And I go Tejano. They're like, what is Tejano? And I'm like, are you serious?
nah.
And then
So,
yeah, I know there's a lot. They do a lot of events out there. It's like, well,
oh
as
yeah,
we know, they've done a lot of events. So
yeah, tremendously, especially in the Midwest, like around Toledo, where I'm from. They even just like a month ago, they had AJ Castillo there for
oh, okay.
their annual La Familia Mancha um,
Yes,
festival that
salute.
they have every year. Yeah, they always have tremendous bands. They've been growing and growing each year. Them I know in on the south side of town at the St. Pete's Fest that's been going on for like since I was a kid. They've always had bands come from Texas and um,
Well, we lost Melo, guys. We'll get him back. I'm sorry. Hopefully we can get him back. There he is.
there we go.
There we go. Sorry, I don't know what
That,
happened.
that's okay. That's okay. But no, yeah, up north in where I'm from in Toledo, especially, I know around the Saginaw area, as well as going crossovers to Milwaukee, especially. Milwaukee's
Yes.
a there's a giant festival that happens there every year in August, and they'll have more than just the Hano though too. It's they'll have a
Yes.
giant section of the Hano bands, but you could also see banda,
Yes.
norteño, mariachi. Like one year that I played with Roel and Miguel, they had
Mhm.
Cristian Nodal.
Wow.
My grandma's trying to call me. Can you text her, mom?
So yeah, yeah.
Tell her to
The
not call me right
people
now.
um having the Mexican
It just
festival. I
messed
want
up
to say
my life.
salutes to the guys out there from the Mexican festival, the Sanchez and all them.
Tell her to hang up,
Um,
please.
Hold on, guys. I guess he's having difficulties. Real quick. Hold on. We good, Melo?
I messed it up bad.
Hold on, guys. Hey, when we're live, anything happens. It's all good. It's good to just be active. It's not pre-recorded or nothing. When you're live, things happen, so it's all
Yes,
good.
phone calls come in. It's
Yes,
okay. Sorry
yes.
about that.
Don't worry about it, Melo. Hey, like I was telling them, when you're live, anything can happen. So
Yeah, exactly. Again, it shows you that this is real. You're getting the real thing here. What's
yes,
going on,
definitely.
cuz? What's up,
Yes,
Suki?
definitely. Again, guys, thank you for jumping on. I see a lot of different people on that we've not seen before. And saludos to Chris Ramirez, Raul Nano Fuentes. Saludos. Thank you for logging in.
What's going on, Doc?
Also, Diana Alvarez. Thank you for logging in and tuning
Prima,
in.
what's up, cuz?
Devin Thompson. Thank you.
What's up?
He
That's
actually
those. Those are all my Midwest peoples right there. What's going on, family?
Yeah, he actually said, "I Melo, Toledo, Ohio."
Yee. Right on, right on.
Yes, yes. Thank you guys for tuning in. Saludos. I I think somebody said I want Melo's autograph. Raul said,
Anybody can have it, but you. No, no. I've known Nano since my high school days. Me and him, he lived up in Detroit, and I lived in the Toledo was only like an hour away. There would be a club there in Detroit that we would play that at least once a month called Blue Diamond, and we would always cross paths. Yeah.
"Yes, yes." So in high school, Melo, let's go back a little bit. In high school, were you in band or anything like that?
So I was in band my freshman year. I played
Mm-hmm.
snare, and that was it. And
That's
then
it.
after that, I got out of band because my sophomore year I got into choir, so I could either
Oh,
do
okay.
one or the other because they were on the same
Yes.
time. So I chose choir. I preferred to sing. I love to sing, and I felt like that was gonna be more beneficial for me down the road. And I did. I learned a lot. I learned about harmonization and my exercises and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But later on, when I got with Motivo, Rolando hooked me up with the vocal coach as well. Mr. Miguel Lucio, he taught me so much,
Yeah.
especially about finding my pitch and carrying my pitch and holding the pitch. He was tremendous, a tremendous amount of help, and because of him and his guidance,
Hmm.
I sing way better than what I did when I was in high school. I can
Yeah.
definitely attest to that.
Awesome. Awesome. Somebody's putting a competition for you, a contest, saying, "I think we need a dance contest between Baby D and TDK."
Oh, jeez. That's funny. That's right on.
So you
I
must
f-
be a great dancer or something for them to be throwing that out there like that.
maybe. I used to dance a lot, especially the Duranguense. Boy,
Mhm.
you couldn't get me off the dance floor when I was in high school. But now, nope. I just sit there.
Yeah, it's so cool to know about you, and like I'm gonna tell you, and you're, I really like what you're doing. Um, I am a big fan as well.
Oh, thank you.
I love what you're putting out there. Like I said, I barely got introduced to your first song.
Yeah.
I already had Si Me Faltas too. I just got introduced to Se Cambiaron los Papeles. I just
Mhm.
found it. I found out you had another song. So
Yeah.
I was like, wow, I didn't know he had already had, well, with three songs, but
Yeah.
I didn't know you had a previous song before that. So I was like,
Mhm.
wow, and I see the growth in you, like from when you made that song to now. Even your vocals, I mean, your vocals are great, but now
Thank you.
they're like right on, like they're really good too.
Yeah.
So, you
Well,
know,
yeah. Well, with having a very professional and very knowledgeable producer, musician like Miguel in my corner, just coaching me throughout the whole thing. I wouldn't sound how I sound without his guidance.
yeah.
Because I don't know if you heard from the bumper interview, but when we recorded in Mi Pancita, I practiced it for months, thinking, "Oh, I got the lyrics down. Cool, I'm good." I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and run it through one time. I bet you I can knock it out. Yeah, nah. I ran
Not
through it.
that easy.
I was too focused on the pitch, just trying not to go off pitch or anything and
Yeah.
not mess up the words. I got through it. I was like, "So what you think, man? That was boring. What was that?" I was like, "Oh, uh, uh, I was kidding. Yeah, this it was. I was testing you. Yeah,
I was practicing. I was practicing.
right. Those, those are jokes. Yeah, my bad.
He's all like, "Can you at least use a part of it, and I'll record just the pitch."
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it does happen. I mean, I was able to experience that firsthand when my best friend was in the studio with Gabriel Zavala,
Mm,
and I was all like, oh, okay, so they record it all, and then they'll take, I thought it was just they record it all, they'll put in whatever in, Heck no, it does
No.
not go that way.
Mm-mm.
You record
Nope.
it all, but then they'll add the little choros and the chorus and again the chorus and again and
Yeah.
I'm like, why so much like? And I understood it after a while. It's like
Yeah.
they go high pitch, low pitch in between, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, this is how they record this crap, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, and it came out great. I mean, the music that he puts out también, great, great.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
He's
so many producers out
phenomenal.
there, great, great producers out there. I don't want to name them all because I don't want to leave anybody out. But man, there's so many
Yeah.
great people putting out great music, and even like how you said. I mean, having Miguel as a mentor and having him in your corner and helping you and guiding you through this process of what you're trying to do, right?
Yeah.
It's great to have, and I mean, you can always go back and be like, okay, if you want to know a little bit more on it, because your dad has been in the game as well for a long time, and I
Yeah.
mean not just on music wise, like if you ever get put like going, maybe on getting promotion or something like that. I mean, he as well has great people and connections and communication with people. I mean, I'm pretty sure he can help you with that too. So
Yeah.
having that circle around you, I mean, you can't go wrong with that, and it's great, great, great to have. And saludos, Miguel. I see him
Yeah.
on.
And my
Saludos,
boy,
Miguel.
what's happening, player? What's up,
What's
brother?
up? What's up, Miguel? Thank you again for tuning in to Serious Tejano, guys. Again, Melo, everything you're doing it the right way. You're doing the right way. I mean, I'm glad you came out of the shell and be like, hey, you know what? Maybe let
Yeah.
me try this, and maybe it will work. And look at you now. Look at you now from
It.
the one song, two songs. You're in three songs now.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself finishing an album, making, putting out more music out there, putting another single? Maybe it's in the pocket, has not been put out there yet, but
Yeah.
right now we're rolling with this new song that you have right now.
Yeah. So me and Miguel, we've been talking pretty much all year about what the plan is, what we're gonna do, what's next, and I think what's next is we're just gonna finish off a couple more songs. Hopefully, have this EP out within the next couple months, and the next one, I'll give you a bit of a hint. The next song we're gonna work on, their next two aren't gonna be singles. We're just gonna put them out all together with the EP. But I'm
Okay.
gonna be adding a ballad as
Wow.
well as another cumbia.
Mm-hmm.
So the it'll be a small EP. It'll have the two rancheras that I have, two cumbias, and then a ballad. Just a little, but each song's gonna be completely different from the other. Like the next cumbia that I have in mind that we've been talking about, it's not gonna be like in mi pancita. I don't want to give too much away, but I just know I know with the ideas me and him have and the team that we work with, you guys are gonna love it.
Awesome, awesome. Also, I want to say a shout out. I'm getting messages from our friends. Shout out to our people on TikTok. Thank you so much. Saludos
Oh,
to
right on.
Terry Tejana out from Colorado. Saludos, saludos.
Right
Thank you
on.
for
What's up, Colorado? What's up?
Yes, yes. We have people listening from all over
Right
Melo.
on.
I mean, great people out there, especially your people on the
Oh yeah.
northeast side. I don't know if you guys call it east or you guys call it west. What do you guys call it?
So we call it the Midwest, but
Midwest. Okay.
I'm sure people that are logged in, they're bringing up the east side because that's the side of town I was born and raised on in
Okay.
Toledo. Yeah. So if
Okay.
anybody
Saludos to
says
all
east
our
side, they're talking about
people. Yes, yes.
that.
Saludos to everybody out there. Saludos to Mr. Raymond Dolores Naro from Cielo Azul. Thank you, thank you. We have people from New Mexico listening on. I mean, people
Puro
from
956. I
Port.
see
Yes,
that.
Puro 956 Cruz.
Right on.
Yes, yes. Um, Melo, I mean, I wanted people to listen to In Mi Pancita. When I first heard, I was like, In Mi Pancita. I was like, I wonder what this is about. Is
Right?
this about food or what is it about, right? So I want the
Either
people
way,
to
it
hear,
sounds good.
I want the people to hear a little piece of the
Yeah.
song, and then we'll get into it and how it came about.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'll let you introduce your song here.
What's going on, everybody? This is Melo Hernandez, and right now you're about to listen to my brand new single, In Mi Pancita.
esperado este momento de tenerte así, juntito a mí y decirte lo que siento. Hace tiempo que no como y que no duermo, porque tu mirada se quedó clavada en mi mente desde el primer día que te vi. No hago más que pensar en ti, he perdido la razón, tú me robaste el corazón. En mi pancita revolotean maripositas en primavera. Estoy nervioso, estoy temblando, creo me estoy enamorando. Quiero decirte una cosita, eres muy linda y muy bonita. Ya no me salen las palabras, tengo un nudo en la garganta. No te imaginas lo que muero por saber. Si tú mi novia quieres ser.
So yeah, that was a little bit of "En Mi Pancita" from Melo Hernandez.
Yeah.
Great song. I like the little
Thank
hook
you.
in the chorus, that little the the little up and down. I love
Yeah.
that. I really, really love that.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Great, great song. For you guys that have not heard it, go download it, guys. Don't miss out on this song. Put it on your playlist for your
Yes.
little carnisaditas on the weekend, whatever, drinkings, or
That's right.
that long, the long stretch of a cruise to
Yeah.
listen to this type of music. Go listen to his music, man. Melo, I think you even are on a playlist already, if I'm not mistaken. If I saw you
Yeah.
the song, so
Cool.
yeah, yeah. I mean, great things are happening for you. Great, great
Yeah.
things. I mean, all I see is progress for you. I mean, you
Thank
know,
you.
thank you for taking that leap and wanting to do this on your own. Props to you. Give a hand to yourself.
Ah, I
Not a lot of
appreciate it.
not a lot of artists are willing to take that step and be like, do I want to? Do I not want to? Am I gonna get all
Yeah.
the critics? And when you're in the Tejano scene or trying to do something like this, you're always gonna have the bad, the good, and it's up to you if you want to erase it all and just focus on what you're trying to focus on. So, you know,
Yeah. Yeah. No, I totally agree because just like you said, I have a lot of friends in the industry, a lot of artist friends that are in the industry that and I mentioned this before, they put their heart and soul into their music
mhm,
and they're just they get no love, and it's amazing, beautiful music. It's some original, some covers that they make their own. Just there's some songs that friends of mine have put out. People don't even know that they're covers because they sound so original on their own because they have their own style and flair, and it's very
yes.
it's hello intruder.
Your, your little
That's my
friends turn
cat
into
Marley.
your little friends turn into.
That's hilarious. That's funny. That's hilarious. But no, it's very discouraging though, because like I see how talented and amazing my friends are, and these musicians, even people that even artists that I don't know that are just doing the damn thing, and they're not getting no kind of love. It's like I said, it's very discouraging, and I wasn't sure to I wasn't confident enough to put out my own music because I didn't think people were gonna like me or even dig any of my music. Like honestly, Se Cambiaron Los Papeles, a lot of people didn't like it.
Mhm,
They said that I well not a lot of people, but I got some backlash on it that maybe that style isn't for me
mhm.
and maybe I should stick to the Hano side. And I was like, you know what? You never know until you try. My mother and my grandparents have always instilled that into me. Just you never know if you're gonna succeed if you just sit there and not do anything about it. And I had to get a push. I had to be pushed to this because again, like I said, it's very discouraging. But
Mhm.
the people that I have around me, like I said, my mother, my grandparents, my rest in peace to my grandfather Charlie.
Mhm.
He wasn't here to hear any of my music. Unfortunately, I took too long, and it's just I regret it. But
You,
I'm doing
hey,
it
he has
now.
the best seat To be honest with you, he has
Yeah.
the best seat. He's the one guiding you.
Yeah,
So remember that
absolutely.
and take that with you.
For sure, for sure. And that's why I kept my name Hernandez in my stage name, because it's a reminder of who I am, where I came from, and the family that's beside me, not behind me, but beside me
Yes.
during this whole process. And because I had a friend of mine recently, he's like, how come you don't just go by just Mellow? I was like, well, I have my reasons, and honestly, that is my reason, because my family, my name is everything to me.
Hmm.
Hernandez is my blood and my soul. So if my music is gonna be a huge part of me, my family name has to be in it. So
Yes. Yes. And it sounds good. It sounds good.
thank you.
Hopefully they won't just confuse it to all the Hernandez that are out there, right? Because
Yeah, I thought about that later when I was being interviewed the other day, and I was called Miguel because my producer's Miguel Hernandez. I'm Melo Hernandez. I get it, but you know what? Hey,
is there any type of relationship there? Like you guys long lost cousins or something?
you would think if you were to hang out with us, but no, I do. But he's from up north too. He's from Detroit, and when I was a kid, him and my uncle Chuck, the one I brought up earlier from DeSale,
Mhm.
him and Miguel and my uncle Chuck, they actually had a band together when I was like 2 or 3 years
Wow,
old called Pasión, and so he's been a part of my life since I was in diapers, pretty much, you know.
wow, that's cool.
Yeah, and then to come full circle, when I first moved here in 2013, he actually gave me an opportunity to perform with him during my first fanfare. My first fanfare ever performing was with Miguel, and
Wow,
he picked me up for a rehearsal, and we go eat before rehearsal starts, and he's just staring at me. He's all like, "Wow, this is just wild to me that I seen you when you were a kid running around with your little accordion, and now you're gonna be sharing the stage with me. Holy hell! Like that's cool."
that's so good. That's really really great. Like I said, having those type of relationship with other musicians and just growing up with basically you basically grew up in the industry. Let's just put it that way. So
Yeah,
putting yourself and growing up like that, it. I mean, like I said, look at you now. I mean, besides the instruments you played, you're already putting out what else you played, right? Or it was just something you grabbed at the time, right? Besides playing keyboards and drums, what else do you play besides all that?
honestly, other than that, like one of my first instruments was percussion,
Okay.
and my the that cumbia sonidero duranguense band. That's what I played. I played congas and a little bit of timbales, and I was learning all the different types of percussion instruments, and then I moved over to keys. But mostly that's pretty much it. That's
Okay.
what I've always been drawn to. That's what my uncle Chuck played, so that's what I wanted to play: drums and keyboards. He played accordion too, but it's a lot harder than people think.
Really?
So yeah,
I heard
oh
that
yeah. I
as
mean,
long as you're a keyboard player, you're able to pick up the accordion. Is that not true?
I guess it depends on what you were. If you were musically trained and you know your notes, because honestly, I don't. I learned by listening to the song. I
Okay.
learned by ear, and I learned by the patterns on the
Mhm.
keyboard. So I'm not a traditionally trained pianist or piano player or keyboardist. I I I I get by. I
Yes.
I get by, but the opportunities that I've had, the musicians that I've come across, they've all taught me piece by piece. I take a little bit of knowledge from every group that I've been a part of, and I combine it all together to the sound that I have now.
Wow. Yeah, that's why I was all like, man, I thought it was easy to do all that. Because I've heard like, oh, well, if you know the keys and the keyboard, you should be able to pick up the keys on the accordion, right? Or is
For
it
most, for for
it might
most.
be the other way around. If you know the accordion, you should be able to play keys, right?
Mhm.
So I mean, I don't know. If you do know how to do both, good for you.
Right.
But
A lot of musicians can. I can't, but a lot of musicians can.
yes, yes. Um, Again, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Great, great people to see on. Brian, is it Brian James?
Oh,
Saludos.
Byram James. What's up, Byram? What's up, buddy?
Yes, yes.
He lives here in San Antonio. He's actually by way of he lives in or he used to live in Indiana.
Awesome, awesome. Wow, you have a
Yeah.
lot of people out in the areas we don't. We're like, where they listen to Tejano. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I would travel out to those areas, especially because my parents were migrants, right? So I've
Mhm.
been to all those areas, and it's crazy that they do listen this type of. Of course, they listen to the banda music, but when
Yeah.
you introduce them to this stuff, they're like, wow, where has this been for us? Like, why haven't we listened to this? So,
Right.
I love that a lot of the cities, like what you said, of course, Detroit, Michigan,
Hmm.
um, Milwaukee. I mean, I have family in Milwaukee. I remember going to the Mexican fiesta one year, and man, I was so blown away by that
Yeah.
because they don't care if you're Tejano, you're Banda, whatever. They put it all together,
Yeah.
and it's an amazing show. Like they do a great thing out there in Milwaukee. I love that they put it all together. They don't just say, "Oh, we're only gonna bring this type of music," or like how some a lot of
Yeah.
festivals put out Tejano, right? And then I seen some of the festivals that bring the Tejano, the rock, the country. I
Yeah.
love seeing that. I love seeing that.
Yeah. That's
As
awesome.
long as I've seen where they put rock, and then the Tejano, and you're like, whoa, what the heck? You throw them off, right? So, but I love when they do put them up on the show and give them an opportunity as well, and just showcase them. I mean, this is what it takes, especially for yourself. A lot of the artists that I see that come our way, new artists, all they want, guys, is a an ability to get on stage and showcase what they're capable of doing. A
Right.
lot of you, I see a lot of these new artists like that are opening
Yeah.
themselves the door to be put out there and just want that opportunity, showcase what they are capable of. You know,
Absolutely.
not a lot of people get that, and like yourself, good thing you do have some type of knowledge of playing an instrument, but there's some that all they do is sing.
Mhm.
They've never picked up an instrument, they've never been able to do anything else. So you have, yeah, the upper hand, let's just put it right, because if you don't sing, you can at least play an instrument, so that
Yeah.
helps out too. But man, you right now what you're doing, I could probably see you playing drums and singing and keyboards and singing. So like it works, like if
Yeah.
you don't have a keyboard at the time, it's okay. You can fill in, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
So,
Actually with the breed, I play drums and I sing the backup vocals with Ben. So
oh, okay.
I'm constantly busy throughout the night
Well,
on
I
stage. Yeah.
I think somebody already put themselves that they'll be your backup dancer. So
Oh God. How you doing, Miss Cruz? How you doing?
yes, saludos to also our TikTok friend Joe Almargur, is it? Saludos, thank you from TikTok. I mean, sorry, that was from YouTube.
What's going
Saludos,
on,
thank you.
sir?
I'm sorry.
No, I was saying hello to Joe.
Yes, yes, thank you for tuning in. Man, Melo, man, what more can I say? I just admire what you're doing, and
Thank
I
you.
really appreciate you coming on here with us here in Sirius Tejano. I
Thank you
love
for having me.
that. Rosie, Heather, all of them are willing to help out. To everybody that made this possible, thank you so much to our boss Joe, always going out of the way for us to try to get the best and what's coming up in the Tejano scene, right?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
we love opening doors to people like you, anybody that wants a chance at least to get them to know people like yourself, because down here in South Texas, everybody knows it's all como they hit, like they put here put on 956, right? All the talent comes
Yeah,
from the Valle, a lot of the area
yeah.
down here, right? So basically that's basically who we know out here and stuff like that. Salud, Ms. Melba Rodriguez from Chicago, Illinois.
How you
Saludos,
doing?
saludos.
What's up,
Thank you,
Midwest?
thank you. Yeah, I mean, all the talent that we hear is just the people from there, like Intocable, like the Parrandas, the Secretos, the Fronteras, the Signos, the Elidas, the all that. That's what we hear basically
Amazing.
over here in this
Mas. Yeah,
Mas.
everybody.
Yes, yes. I
A
mean,
lot of
all
talent. It's
those.
understandable. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's basically what we hear here. So I love that we are able to do this platform to our area in this area, especially because we're a small community. But to hear people like yourself and all these other bands that are here, man, I wish. I mean, we have one festival that comes up every year, and it's the Spanish Festival. So I hope, like in the coming years, they can start bringing these type of bands that, give them the opportunities for all these festivals. I know it's about politics and who brings the money into the festival, this and that.
Yeah.
But if we can't do these for these artists that are new, that are there, we're never gonna keep having music. We keep going back to what it is.
Yeah.
And these bands don't last forever. If you guys can see it,
That's right.
Bobby Pulido's retiring, Ellie is retiring,
Yeah.
Ramon Ayala might be retiring as well. So I
Those
mean,
are three big,
big
huge artists
names.
that are
Yes.
just putting a halt to everything.
Yes,
So
yes. Saludos to Donna, Texas. Thank you for tuning in. Melba
saludos.
Rodriguez, thank you. Man, just to have you guys just showcase at least, or like get them out there. I love what fanfare is about. I love a lot of the festivals that bring in people too. They do a great job. I mean, I cannot wait to see what is your growth is from here. I
Oh,
cannot
thank you.
wait. Salutes to everybody that's tuning in. I know it's like a late. We started kind of early, guys, but you know, I'm pretty sure Melo's busy after right now, and I have to go to my regular job, so that's why our
Oh, there
interview
you
was a
go.
little bit earlier today. But thank you
Understandable.
guys so much for tuning in, Mr. David Vela. Saludos, Oakland,
What's up,
Oakland.
Oakland?
Yes, David Vela, Gilbert Zamora. Thank you.
What's going on, brother? What's happening?
Tejano artists, several of Tejano artists that were on here, producers. I saw promoters on as well. Thank you guys so much for tuning into Serious Tejano. Um, Mr. Melo, I know you're on all the platforms. You want to tell us how they can make contacts with you if they ever want you for an event or something like that?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can reach me on everything and anything from Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, all with the same handle, Mellow underscore Hernandez, HRNNDZ1.
Yes. So, what about YouTube? Do you have a YouTube channel?
I actually don't, and I need to get on it. I'm being lazy. I know I need to get a channel. Honestly, I've been thinking about after being on Bumper's vlog a couple weeks
Yes.
ago. We went to when we traveled down to West Texas together in Midland. I was thinking, you know what, I could do that. I can if I put a little more effort into it. I'm sure I can put something together, even if it's like a few clips here and there
Yes.
and just maybe a few clips out of the month at my shows and stuff like that. Me at the studio with Miguel, something, you know. So yeah, I'm thinking about getting off my ass and just doing some stuff.
Yeah, to what I've been seeing lately, a lot of the musicians like yourself and everybody that's trying to trying to make it out there, whatever. Especially yourself that plays an instrument. I see them just kind of recording themselves at a show and connect themselves to the main board and just let their phone read off of that and let it
Yeah,
play and stuff like that. So that's a good idea to do for yourself. Or
yeah.
hey, when you're on a trip or something, just record little things like how Signal had the Signal
Oh,
adventures.
I used to love those. I used to watch those every
I
time
know,
when
we wait too.
one would load up. Those are my
Yes,
favorites.
yes,
I was just watching those the other night. I'll show my mom all their hilarious clips. Oh,
yes.
love it. Big fan.
I loved watching the Signal ones, the Phoenix. They also
Yeah,
used to have a YouTube blog as well. I know there's a lot of them artists that do that too. So I mean, there's so much to do just to keep your name out there and keep people know, hey, this is a bad, get them interested. Let's just put them
yeah.
like do it. How do they call it? Picales, to let them want more and more and more. So
Yeah,
yes,
that's
yes,
true.
that's the way to do it.
Keep them
Melo,
engaged.
yes, engagement of the fans. Like I said, if we don't have fans, we can't do anything. To be honest, because
Absolutely.
I mean, I know a lot of people say, "Oh, plus if you do this, you pay them," and this. Man, the fans really do make you break you. So
Absolutely.
without, yeah, without the fans and the industry people as well, you gotta have a great relationship with some of these people too. So I mean, can't go wrong with having them both. And we really appreciate all our fans, all our
Yeah.
musicians, all the promoters, all the people that have made this possible. We appreciate them all. Even if it's a good critic or a bad critic, we appreciate you guys. We know that it's never gonna be always good, and it's good to have the bad as well, because that just makes us stronger.
Yeah.
So, you
Absolutely.
know, Mr. Mello, I cannot wait to have you back. Hopefully,
Yeah.
with music videos, hopefully, with all this crazy stuff coming your way. I know it's probably like a rush to be like, damn, it just came so fast. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to be like a coaster like this, but you know what? Like I said, you're doing the right thing. You're
Thank
making
you.
moves. Hey, all I hear is your name right now. I see all these. I think I was looking on the interview with Melo and interview with Melo, and I was like, whoa, what the
Right
heck?
on. Right on. Good. Good.
Yes, yes, I do see that. So, good job. Keep doing it. Your support system,
Yeah.
um, they're the best ones to have around. Keep
Without
doing it.
question.
Yeah. And I'm gonna give you the platform. Talk to your fans. Let people know. Let yourself, despídete de tus fans. Saludos to everybody para los gente que están uh, tonizándose con nosotros. Gracias from Sirius Tejano, from our people here. Thank you so much. Welcome to Sirius Tejano. If you guys have not know who we are, we're an online station out of Crystal City, Texas, a small town in between San Antonio and Eagle Pass. So thank you guys so much. Melo, you have the floor. Talk to your fans. And like I said, thank you so much.
No, thank you so much for having me tonight. It was I had a great time, and I just want to thank everyone that's been supporting me since this song, even before the song was out. Hatahano was releasing it all. They played it all week long, leading up to the release date, and I was just getting flooded with messages, phone calls, and just so much love and support for this song and for my music in general. Thank you to everyone that's continued to support. Please continue to support not just my music, but New Tejano music. We got to keep this genre going. We have to keep. Uh, we got to keep this genre alive.
Mhm.
We love it so much. We got to keep it going. So please, thank you for support, all the love and support I've been receiving. Please continue to like, share, stream, download everything of my music, all my friends' music, all the new music. My newest single, "En mi pancita se cambiaron los papeles," and "Si me faltas tú." And please be on the lookout here shortly for my new EP coming out soon.
Yes, yes, guys. Again, that was Mr. Melo Hernandez, guys. Go listen to all the platforms. You want his music to be played. It is on rotation right now. We do have all his songs, so they're on rotation on
Thank
our
you.
station. You guys don't need just the radio station, guys. This is online. You can download the app 365, search Sirius Tejano, and it's spelled Syrius Tejano, and download it, put it as your favorite. You can listen to us 24/7, 7 days out of the week. You can call it in to put them. We do have a top 10. As right now, we've been kind of, everything's been crazy with the award shows and everybody's
Yeah.
been busy. So we haven't been able to put that. But if you want Mello to be in our top 10, request his music at 830-219-9114. I always say our phone number wrong. So, Joe, you're welcome to correct me. Always mess up our number. But yes, Mello, thank you so much. We do play his music. We do have your music, Mello. We love
Yeah.
playing all this music that always gets sent to us. And
Thank you
to
so much.
everybody that made this possible, thank you. Saludos to our other DJ JK. Saludos, saludos, and TikTok. Again, to our TikTok friends, to our YouTube friends, to our Facebook friends. Thank you so much for tuning into Serious Tejano. We will catch you guys hopefully live on Saturday at the Pura Vida Music Awards.
Oh, right on.
Don't miss out. We'll be out there. Hopefully, we'll do something maybe on Friday. Hopefully, we'll be able to go see some bands playing in the local area in San Antonio. Again, Melo, I'm telling you, I see you in these award shows as well, getting put on those ballots. So I'll be
Right on.
checking on
Thank you.
that and checking on that new song. Cannot wait. And again,
Yeah.
I really appreciate you for being here. I love that we have the same connection with bands. And salute
Yeah.
to our friend Easy out there with Stephanie Montiel's band.
Yeah, absolutely.
To our homie.
And
So
real quick, I want to give a huge thank you and shout out for all their continuous hard work. Miss Rosie Allison Promotions, her
yes,
and Heather are just killing it right now. They're doing everything in their power to keep pushing my song. If there's any DJs or any other radio stations out there that do not have my single, please get in touch with Miss Rosie Allison Promotions. They will take care of you and make sure you have all my latest music.
yes, definitely, definitely. Salutes to them. And I think Ms. Rosie is also nominated for the Guadalupe Award. So yeah, go
Yes.
out and vote for your favorite artist. They even put a slot where you can add an artist. I definitely did. So you guys are welcome to Melo. I hope you have a great night. And this
Yeah.
is just a kickoff to a great journey for you. And I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. Have a good night.
All right, guys. We'll catch you guys on Saturday. We'll see you soon. Thank you.